He was the donut man, the K-man from Toasted Yolk in Sugarland Town Square. Here's Nate Coronado, throw over, Dotel back standing. Had a couple donuts myself this morning, but not from Toasted Yolk. Beef from Starbucks. There's a throw over, Dotel back standing. A fairly close move. Unfortunately, we don't have maple to choose from here in Texas. Another move over, Dotel back standing. Coronado ground out his first time, one of many, as we've said, from Wade. On pitch, it is over for a strike. Wade is at 60 pitches through 4. Grimes has only needed 43. 29 for strikes. Pitch to Coronado. It's down and in. He is trying to snap an 0 for 17 spell, which has extended over his last 6 games. The 1-1 swinging a grounder, pulled foul. It ricochets off the dugout fence all the way out in front of third. Wade, who had a great first year with Sugarland last year, and good numbers in the Rockies system, mostly as a starter, 29 and 35, a 4.05 ERA. He had a great Winter League season as well, going there for the first time in Mexico. He fires, swing and a miss. Fastball up and toward the outside. He gets Coronado on strikes. His first strikeout all afternoon. One down. Here's Ryan Dent. But in Mexico over the winter, 6-1, a 2.22 ERA and 9 starts. Pitch to Dent. It's over for a strike. Dent has one of the Revs' 5 hits. Lined a sharp single to left field his first time up. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Wade staying away from him. Dent early in this series had a couple games where he was swinging through everything, and he's been very productive these last 4. Pitch, it is outside, 1-2. It includes the 3-run double that provided the winning margin of runs in the game on Friday night. 1-2, swing and a miss. Change up down and away that he reached for. And Wade with back-to-back strikeouts, 2 down after the leadoff single. His first 2 strikeouts of the day. Revs, who came in today with the 4th most strikeouts in the league. That's middle of the pack. You can live with that. So far, it's early on, but an improvement where they had been in previous years. Here's a throw over, Dotel back standing. Well, the first pitch to Skelton misses outside. Revs trying to improve their strikeout numbers this year, cut down on those. They have had the 3rd most in the league, or more than that, in 6 straight years, 3 times the most. And Dotel is in with his 4th steal, which leads the team. And now Wade, I think he might be complaining that Skelton leaned toward the plate. Or no, he's not. He's asking if the pitch was a strike or where it missed. Cordero signals for him that it was called inside. But the throw was pulled toward short. Dotel in easily. He'd have been safe anyway. And now a base hit could add to the lead. It's 2-0 here in the fifth. Skelton a fly out and a ground out so far. Pitch, it's over for a strike. On the outer part of the plate, 2-1. Now deals, and a backdoor breaking ball. Skelton watches that for strike two. And the count is even. 2-0 lead, looking for more. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a foul tip back to the net. Rebs, who couldn't take advantage of a leadoff single in the third, got one from Dotel here in the fifth. Now the pitch. Called third strike. Wade went back to the backdoor slider and froze him. Brought it across belt high on the corner. And the Revs do not bring Dotel around. No runs, one hit, and one left. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Still 2-0 York.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission again, and this time I have things on my mind, like warranty and service after the repair. You already know Broadway Transmission has been part of the community for 67 years at the same location. But did you know that in that time, York County has seen many transmission shops close its doors, like
Amco,
Atomic,
Clutch and Go,
Dr. Transmission,
Cotman,
York County Transmission,
Winters,
Goodlings,
Lee Miles,
A1.
What grinds my gears about these closings are the customers are left with no warranty. Stop! Don't make that same mistake. Broadway Transmission has over 40,000 transmission jobs under our belt, and we are still here today standing behind our famous 3-year warranty. We kid around a lot on our ads, but nothing is funny about having no warranty when you need it. Avoid that risk with the only smart choice in all of York County and stop by Broadway Transmission today. Broadway Transmission will get your ship together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
With the new Express Sports football and car racing from the Pennsylvania Lottery, you can play your favorite sports at participating retailers, bars, and restaurants. Make your picks on your play slip, like touchdown pass on the third play, or the first 3 cars to cross the finish line, and watch the fast-paced lifelike action on the big screen. With drawings for cash prizes every 5 minutes, there's never a dull moment. Come on, come on. Yes!
Express Sports from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Compete from your seat. Players must be 18 or older. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Two nothing, Revs in front. Advantage of Dotel's leadoff hit, though. Wade strikes out the side for his first 3 strikeouts of the day. After that single, he got a swing and a miss on a fastball up, and then one off-speed low, and then a backdoor slider to freeze Skelton. Jansanti leads off for Sugarland. Pitch from Grimes is low. 7, 8, 9 in their order. Jansanti, who grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. Here's the 1-0. Swing and rips one past the dive of Coronado and down the third base line. And Castillo will fish it out of the corner. Jansanti into second with a double, his third hit in 39 at-bats this season. And it's a leadoff double here in the home fifth. Just their third hit. Their first that has been hit hard. Grimes allowed a flare base hit in the first, then an infield hit in the second. This one rocketed, though, and Albert Cordero will follow. He flied to left in his first at bat. A 2-0 lead. Grimes sets. They set up away. First pitch is lined and a base hit into right center. Jansanti around third. He will score. And it's 2-1. Albert Cordero with an RBI single. He had been 0 for 9 in this series, but comes through there. Now they wanted it away, and it looked like it was middle and up a little bit. And Cordero right on it, RBI single. Skeeters lead the league in home run, or one off the league lead now, but that's their offense that you think of. Here's Rondon, who shows bunt, and Grimes fires one in the dirt. Skelton makes the pick. You think of them as line drives, singles. That's how they've done the most damage against the Revs in this park over the years. Coronado way in on the grass at third. And the 1-0 swinging, and he bounces one softly to second. Alexi has to charge toward first. He'll glove and dump off to Nash, and that's the only play that they have. So it works like a bunt as Rondon tops it to second. And Cordero advances to second base with one away. And we go to the top of their order. Jabari Henry, who has grounded out and flied out. And the tying run at second. Casilla up the middle, keeping Cordero honest. Maybe playing the hitter to pull as well. First pitch, he swings, fouls it against the netting. Strike one. Got to deal with Henry. He's had a decent debut series. And then Jared Mitchell, who's on deck. Stretch from Grimes, the 0-1. And a swing and a pop-up. Skelton will race to the screen, but it's back and out of play. Foul upstairs or up on the roof. 0-2. Grimes set. And the pitch. Swing and a line drive deep left field. This one back. It's out of here. It rolls up the picnic tent and over the other side on an 0-2 pitch. And Jabari Henry has given Sugarland the lead. It is 3-2 here in the fifth inning. His first home run with the Skeeters. It is the first given up by Grimes all season. And just left one up, a mistake on 0-2, and Henry, a line drive with backspin, and it got out down the line and left. Now the Revs trail for the first time today, a 3-run fifth inning, and here's Jared Mitchell. First pitch is swung on and dribbled to second. Casilla's got it and sidearms it over to first for out number 2. Well, again, the Revs offense is going to have to do more. Last night they lost by this score. And They have had three losses in this series where the pitching has been pretty good enough to win. And Grimes at 3 runs today. That should not be a backbreaker. Here's Juan Silverio. First pitch, broken bat, flare, and of course that's going to drop. That bat shatters in 3 pieces, and it's a base hit into shallow center field. His 11th hit of this series. And now facing, I guess it's Zach Borenstein for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 2 so far today. 3-2 Sugarland. That ball tossed toward the Revs dugout. A new one for Grimes. Borenstein, who's played for Team Israel in the WBC. Now time called. Coronado working on his both shoelaces. And now we're set. Grimes gets on the rubber. A look over at first where Silverio's the runner. Nash will hold him. First pitch is down and away, a changeup. Borenstein, a AAA All-Star last year. The 1-0. Fastball just outside. He led the Pacific Coast League in walks last season with 81. Here's the 2-0. Swings and misses. And he might have helped Grimes. Pitch was down. 2-1, the stretch. Grimes to the plate, swinging a ground ball to first, and Nash, it went through his legs. Casillas there, throws back to Nash, and they got him to end the inning. He came up too soon, and it glanced off his glove, but it went right to Alexi, and it goes 3-4-3 on the out. But Sugarland has gone in front. 3 runs on 4 hits in the inning and 1 man left. 3-run homer from Jabari Henry. And we go to the 6th inning, 3-2 Skeeters.
Hey, Revs fans, as if being a season ticket holder wasn't already awesome enough, did you know that another perk of being a season ticket holder is you get a VIP restaurant card good for deals and discounts at 6 participating restaurants? The VIP restaurant card is good at these restaurants: Venice Pizza and Restaurant, 15% off order for dine-in or take-out. Revival Social Club, 1 free dessert per person per ticket per visit. Fuddruckers, 15% off total purchase. Be at Thai, 10% off your order. Friendlies, 20% off your order. And Iron Horse York, 10% off your entire meal on home game days and $5 off entrees on non-home game days. Lock in your 2019 Revs season ticket plans today. Call 717-801-HITS or visit YorkRevolution.com. Great baseball, great fun, and a VIP restaurant card? Now that's Revs time.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
The puck drops here. Catch the Bears and the Caps all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
I kept saying 3-run homer, my mistake. 2-run homer following the RBI single, but same result. 3 runs in the inning. 2-run homer from Jabari Henry, but it is a 3-2 Sugarland lead. We start the 6th. Casilla leads off and looks at a strike from Wade. The Revs trying to get these runs back. 1 for 2 is Casilla. He asked for time, a butterfly right in front of his batting area. The 0-1, and a backdoor slider for strike 2 called. So Wade has just about perfect command of that pitch right now. Here's the 0-2, and a swing and a miss. Change up down and away. Alexi reaching, just trying to foul it. Comes up empty, and Wade has struck out the last 4 hitters after all of his previous outs had been put in play somewhere. Revs unable to add on, wasting leadoff singles in the 3rd and 5th. Only 2 men left on base, though, just those 2. They have not had very many opportunities at all. No walks. Here's Talvin. He takes down and away. Last night, just 2 walks, none today after the season-high 8 that they had on Friday night. Here's the 1-0. Swing, and it's tipped foul over toward Tejeda on deck. Nash, a line out and a ground out. The Skeeters begin to get some light bullpen activity. Wade with the pitch. Breaking ball a little high or inside. The home run allowed by Grimes, you could say that might be his first real mistake of the entire season in 5 starts. 2-1. Swing and a high fly left center field. Did he get it? Mitchell back looking. It's gone! Talvin Nash ties it up 3-3 here in the 6th inning. His 5th of the year, and it clears the playground in left center. Way at the back of the play area as the kids go in search of it, and we're tied up as Nash steps on home with number 5 this season and 58 in his Revs career. So an answer right back. And it was such a smooth, easy swing. He made it look so easy. And you just never know how it's going to fly in this park. I said, did he get it? Yeah. It was all the way at the back of the play area. Mitchell gave it a courtesy jog. Here's Tejeda, who takes a strike at the knees. Talvin, a nice, modest bat flip. He knew he got it. Here's the 0-1, and that's over for a strike. Of his 5 this season, which now puts him within 1 of the league lead, 3 of the 5 have come on this road trip. Monday, Tuesday, and now today. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a pop-up lifted at third. Silverio walks backward to the outfield grass and squeezes. Tejeda, a little blooper there. Didn't get much of a swing on that pitch. 2 down. And Henry Castillo up next. Well, Talvin's next one will tie Chris Nowak for 2nd on the Revs all-time list. He's at 58, Nowak at 59, and Talvin now within 8 of Andres Perez. The record is 66. I think Tejeda might have just hammered the trash can or something. I heard a thump from down in the dugout. Here's Castillo, who's 1 for 2, single and a run. First pitch is fouled against the net. Boy, if not for that net, I could have been like my pal Mark Schwartz and caught that foul ball on the air, but I'm happy for the net, and I probably would not have caught it. Here's a swing and a miss, a changeup. It is 0-2. How about that? It went viral. He was on Jimmy Kimmel the other day. It's outstanding. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Swing and it's fouled off. The third base edge of the netting. Revs with, well, actually, all but one run in this game combined has come on the home run. And all three for York have. Pitch, it is ripped past Wade's feet and into center. Base hit for Henry Castillo as he comes through on a 2-strike pitch, and that'll be it for Wade. Pete Incaviglia coming out of the dugout. Looked like a changeup that stayed flat and over the middle, and Castillo pounds it right past the mound. He's 2 for 3. Revs with their 7th hit, and before Malky Mesa bats, he had homered off Wade earlier in the day. They will go to their bullpen. So pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts with a runner on, 2 outs in the 6th. Revs have tied it at 3-3. We'll be back in just a moment.
As you clean it out, keep in mind Community Aid's looking for your lucky leftovers. After you wrap up your yard sale, donate what's left over at your closest Community Aid Drive-Up Donation Center. They're attached to each of Community Aid's incredible thrift stores in our area. Hanover, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Mechanicsburg, and Selinsgrove. Community Aid wants your lucky leftovers to help more than 750 local charities. Learn more at communityaid.net. But don't forget, give your lucky leftovers to Community Aid. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Are you on your way to work right now? Trudging along heading to the same job you're just not too enthused about any longer? Hearing this ad might just mean it's your lucky day. Give your career a reboot with the York Post Office. The York Post Office is now hiring rural mail carriers. Work in a fast-paced, dynamic environment. Hiring for non-career positions with career eligibility. Starting at $17.78 per hour with all eligible for health benefits. Suitable vehicle for delivery is required on some routes. Get your foot in the door on a new career today. Apply online at USPS.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
New pitcher for the Skeeters is Kevin Comer, who we see for the second time in this series. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. We gotta wait for the bullpen cart to get off the field. Driving like the things in park. Malky Mesa will be the first to face Comer. Runner at first, 2 outs. First pitch is just outside. He had an impressive 1-2-3 inning with 2 Ks on Wednesday night. Did not face Mesa. 1-0. And a swing and a foul tip into the mid. He works really quickly, at least he did when there weren't any base runners. Now he's ready. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball. Comer from Jersey, first-round pick of the Blue Jays in 2011 out of high school, 57th overall. Got as high as AAA. He fires, and it's down and away. AAA with the Astros and the Tigers. Tigers last year Had a good year at AAA. The 2-2, swing and a fly ball right center. Mitchell coming in. And with the shades on, he's there. He'll squeeze it. And that ends the inning, but not before the Revs tie it up on Talvin Nash's 5th of the year. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 left. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 3-3.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Planning your next visit to York? Book your stay at Courtyard by Marriott. Conveniently situated near local businesses, shopping, dining, downtown, and local attractions, Courtyard by Marriott features a state-of-the-art lobby, inviting flexible spaces to work or relax, free Wi-Fi, our well-equipped fitness center, and the bistro offering healthy options and refreshing choices, including Starbucks and an evening bar. Your stay is sure to be more comfortable, productive, and enjoyable than ever before. Courtyard by Marriott, 2799 Concord Road in York. Book your stay at 717-840-7840.
The York Revolution Silver Sluggers Ticket Plan, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. An exclusive York Revolution ticket plan for fans 55 and older. 10 tickets for Tuesday home games. An exclusive Silver Sluggers hat. Early admission to People's Bank Park. Savings on additional tickets. And 50% off a value meal of each Tuesday game. Plus savings at your favorite local restaurants. Get all of that and more for just $50. The Silver Sluggers Ticket Plan, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Details at yorkrevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 989WOYK.com.
Coming up after the game today, we'll join the final round of the PGA Championship in progress. Coverage brought to you by Heritage Hills Golf Resort. 3-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Grimes delivers to Dennis Phipps and misses a little high. And tonight at 11, it's the PGA Championship tonight. Wrapping up the weekend. The 1-0, swinging a tapper foul, third base side. Phipps swinging big there. He is flied to center both times today. Take a look at our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. As Grimes fires, misses down and outside. Long Island lost at home 9-3 to New Britain after losing 12-2, I believe it was, in Game 2 of the doubleheader last night. So they got thumped in back-to-back games. As Grimes dumps one in the dirt, falls behind 3-1. The Revs will now get Jared Martin loosening. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. The bat goes flying and it hits the net. It hits the left edge of the net, which in years past, it would have been in the stands. Wow, that was one of the more intense bat slip throws that I've seen. That thing took off. A full count now. And Grimes the pitch, swinging a ground ball off the end of the bat. It rolls to short. Dent's got it, plenty of time. He'll toss it across, one away. They are playing 2 today in Lancaster. Somerset winning the first game 3-1 in 7. And in the bottom of the third, in the second game, Somerset's up 8-6 in the third inning. Yikes. Here's Jason Martinson. First pitch, he swings, pops a foul back. He's 1 for 2 with an infield hit. That New Britain Long Island game, it was Rainey Lara who got the win. He's 2-1. Darren Downs handed his first loss. There's the 0-1. Swinging a bouncing ball, left side, Dent the backhand, off balance throw, all arm, oh, safe the call. Nash the stretch at first. And on a bang play, Chris Cervantes says safe. Nash stares at him and no doubt questioning that. Martinson's second infield hit. Nash continues to make his case to no avail. Boy, what an attempt from Dent. Way to the backhand and way in the hole. All arm on the off-balance throw, and I thought they had him. A one-out base runner. Here's Jan Santi. Pitch from Grimes is down and in. And I could be wrong. The dugout didn't erupt. Grimes didn't lose his mind. For all I know, Nash might be just giving him the business as he is known to do. Here's the 1-0. That's down low. Jansanti 1 for 2. He doubled leading off the fifth and scored when they put up 3 last inning. One other game that's final high point. Break them up. Break up the chairs. The furniture. They win their 6th in a row. Here's a swing and a foul back. And I believe they did it in walk-off fashion today against Matt Latos and the Blue Crabs. 4-3 was the final in Carolina. And the Rockers are now 15-8. Best expansion start I can remember. The 2-1. Swing and a high drive to deep left field. It is way gone. Over the picnic tents and out of sight. And Sugarland leads it 5-3. A 2-run home run for Anthony Jansanti. His first of the year. And the Skeeters on top again. And here comes Mace. That'll be all for Grimes today. That's what Jansanti tries to do. Launch to left. They gave him the silent treatment in their dugout. Isn't that precious? Now they all surround him. He was 2 for 38 before last inning. And he has a double and a 2-run homer. Now a pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. As Jarrett Martin's going to come in. I think Matthew Grimes discussing something that he wasn't getting with the plate on Ken Leventhal. But it's not going to help now. Frustrating end to his day. The first 4 innings were scoreless. Revs trail, though, 5-3. Martin coming in. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts.
We went to other stores and compared theirs to ours. We compared quantities, we compared quality. From cereal to celery, from sushi to salad. And while many things were similar, there was only one huge difference. The lowest price is at Wise Markets. So take our word and shop around without shopping around. Look for our new price comparison tags. You can buy groceries anywhere you like, but you'll always spend less at Wise.
Eat better, spend less, that's Wise.
Business owners, First Capital Federal Credit Union can help equip your business for success. Hello, I'm Sue DiStefano, President and CEO. Now through June 30th, we're offering you an annual percentage rate as low as 4.65% on equipment loans. When it comes to growing your business, we're with you every step of the way. Don't wait. Apply today at firstcapitalfcu.com. First Capital, putting you and your county first for 65 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Planting a tree, putting in a mailbox, whatever your project, Columbia Gas reminds you to be safe and call 811 before you dig and know what's below. Safe digging is no accident. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you start your digging project, and your utility companies will come out to mark any underground lines near your work area. Calling 811 is free for Pennsylvania homeowners, and it's the law. For more information, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Sugarland has gone in front as they have taken the lead for the second straight inning. Each team now with 2 home runs today. It's flying. Matthew Grimes, honestly, maybe his first 2 mistake pitches all season, or at least that got hit. A couple of 2-run homers. Grimes 5 1/3, 8 hits, 5 runs, didn't walk any, didn't strike out any. Retired 9 straight at one point. 69 pitches, 46 strikes. Mitchell in, he'll face Cordero, who turns and bats from the right. First pitch, fastball just outside. Well, they couldn't make it through the entire series without Jansanti doing something big. They got this far. Here's a swing and a foul back over the roof. Cordero 1 for 2 with an RBI hit last inning, which got them on the board at the time. His first hit in 10 at-bats in this series. Grimes' ERA has gone from 1.16 to 2.51. Came in today leading the league. Pitch is fouled back. Up over the roof again, 1-2. So now Martin, who they've moved away from the 9th inning for now while he works on his arm slot and all that. And Friday night in the 8th, he looked like dominant Jarrett again. Command of the slider at the end of the inning. The fastball the whole inning. Pitch, it is swung on and chopped foul down to the third base coach, Juice Gums, who makes a short hop pick. Nicely done. Overall, Martin in 7 outings. No record with an ERA of 6, but all the damage was in outings number 5 and 6 here on Monday and Tuesday. Back at it Friday, he was spot on again. He deals and misses high and away, 2-2. He got a hold on Friday night, his second, and it's nice with the MLB Advanced Media doing the stats now with that partnership, that we don't have to figure out the holds on our own. 2-2. And it misses away. Now he goes full on Cordero. Martin fiddles for the grip and nods yes to Skelton. Payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. A 3-2 slider. And here's hoping he's back because he had the confidence to throw that on 3-2, and it bent right through the strike zone and froze him. 2 down here in the 6th. Matthew Grimes so good earlier this series and so good the first 4 innings today. Hurt by 2 long balls. He stands and chats with, I guess, Dan Miner. Can't see on the other side. Yeah, it's Miner as Rondon bunts through the first pitch. Strike 1. Miner starting tomorrow night, so he's charting pitches on the top step there next to Grimes right now. Matthew flushing it out, getting it out of his system. Here's a swing and a flare over toward the Revs dugout. No balls, 2 strikes. Rondon, 2 at-bats, 2 groundouts to second base today. Martin ready to go. Delivers, and it's a slider down and outside. Good spot, though. He's looking to head home with a couple good outings to finish this trip. Has a sign from Skelton, fires, and a swing and a foul back. Rondon late on the fastball at 95, but fouling it off. I guess those Blue Crabs will probably head back to Waldorf tonight, reload, and come up to York tomorrow. They're in High Point this weekend. Pitch, it is a slider away, 2-2. And again, ahead in the count. Good spot with that pitch. Nothing wrong with that. Rondon just didn't chase. Now the 2-2. Swinging a line drive to right center. That's in for a hit. That time the slider hung. Mesa plays it on a hop. It's a 2-out single. And Rondon now has his first hit in this series, 1 for 11. Martin threw a couple of good ones away that he didn't swing at, and then that one kind of flattened out over the plate. Now here's Jabari Henry, who hit the first of the home runs last inning. And a move to first, and Rondon diving back. Pretty good pick move from Martin, who he had the appropriate angle on the step, but initially was still looking at the hitter. And Rondon didn't have a very, very big lead, but kind of a late dive back. Now the pitch to Henry, just off the corner away. Martin, a big exhale. He thought he might be getting a strike there, but I guess not today. Henry 1 for 3, the 2-run homer last inning. Pitch is inside, a slider biting in near his thighs. Martin falls behind 2-0. That home run gave them their first lead at the time, 3-2. Revs tied it as Nash went yard, but now Sugarland back up 5-3 as Martin throws over. Rondon is back standing. He is 5 for 5 in steals. They have Rondon, Mitchell. They had C.J. McElroy, who got signed by the Giants. He had a handful of steals. Josh Prince, who they released. Pitch is a fastball. That just missed up and away. I guess it has to be right down the middle. And it's a 3-0 count. As Martin grabs at some dirt. They do have the TrackMan device installed here, but not operating on this series. Pitch here is over for a strike, 3-1. 5-3, the lead for Sugarland here in the bottom of the 6th. Martin ready and delivers, and a swing and a foul tip back to the net. Now Rondon will have a head start. This is how dominant Sugarland has been at home. If they take 5 of the 7 in this series, if they go 5-2, that's essentially what they did in their home park all year last year. 52-21. Martin, the payoff pitch, and he misses high and away. So Henry is on with the walk. And it's first and second. Jared Mitchell coming up. Skelton wants to go out for the purpose of signs. And Mitchell at bat, 1 for 3 today, a single and a steal back in the first inning. Mitchell makes his return to Peoples Bank Park when the Skeeters come in June 18th through the 20th, so get your tickets for that before they're gone. Martin into his stretch. First offering, fastball right through for a called strike, 94. He doesn't have to strain to get mid-90s either. He had one at 97 at home last week. Now ready, the 0-1. Fastball just down and away. Another close miss. A 1-1 swing, and he fouls it over by the first base dugout, right off the dugout fence. Martin ahead, a ball and 2 strikes. He and Mitchell were teammates early in 2017 with York. Mitchell first came to York midway through 2016, and he arrived at the clubhouse door when the Revs were in the middle of the champagne celebration for winning the first half that night that he got here. Pitch is a check swing on a slider away. It is 2-2. A year later, he was helping them to even bigger celebrations. 3 of them in just a couple of weeks. Second half, Division Series, Championship Series, and maybe his best moment with York, the catch that he made in the top of the 9th in Game 3 against Long Island. Pitch, runner goes, swinging a pop-up, left side, it's Coronado shading his eyes into foul ground from third, and he'll squeeze, and the inning is over. Towering foul pop, he had the shades on and was using his glove. But Sugarland scores twice on the Jan Santee homer, 3 hits, 2 men left. And now the Revs have to deal with the Skeeters bullpen trailing as we go to the late innings at Sugarland 5, York 3.
Home of the judgment-free zone, Planet Fitness is your home away from home plate this baseball season with 2 convenient locations in York. Planet Fitness offers a clean, comfortable environment, tons of cardio and strength equipment, free fitness training to all members, and extended hours for those early risers or late-night treadmill triumphanters. And best of all, you get all this for just $10 a month. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Out of the 7th inning, 5-3 Sugarland. Comer stays in. Got the final out of the 6th. Dotel leads off and lays off high. Wellington 1 for 2. Single and a steal in the 5th, but they couldn't bring him home. Pitch, it is high and away. This place beats you down. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a foul against the net. Revs with 3 innings left to try to come back and salvage a 3rd win here. It's a tough place to hit, and feels like you make one mistake and they just run with it, and that's it. Here's a swing and a miss on a high fastball, 2-2. He'll ask for time to adjust his batting gloves. Comer, who works at a frenetic pace with nobody on base. And the 2-2, swinging a foul tip back to the net. In 9 outings, he's got a 3.38 ERA, 10 2/3, 4 runs on only 6 hits, 13 Ks, 5 walks. Here comes, and very high, 3-2. I know there was some surprise last year when the Tigers didn't call him up. Had a 3.86 ERA at AAA. He fires, and it's up and in, and Dotel rips the hands upward and drops the bat behind his back. And it's a walk to lead off the 7th. So the leadoff man is on, and the tying run will come to the plate. Nate Coronado trying to end an 0 for 18 skid. He is due. First pitch, it is down and away. Coronado today, a ground out and a strikeout. No decision for Wade, who went 5 2/3, 3 runs. 1-0, it's high. And a 2-0 count. This would be one heck of a good time for Coronado's first Revs home run. And the 2-0, down and away, or a walk. 3 balls and no strikes. Ryan Dent on deck. A little stirring in the bullpen area for the Skeeters. 3-0, and there's a strike. Leadoff walk, and then he went to 3-0, now 3-1. Revs down 5-3 in the 7th. The pitch, swing and a foul up over the roof, first base side. Revs have Pete Tago loosening. And they had intended to use him in the 9th inning with a lead, but if they don't get him in today, it'll be a while between appearances. Pitch to Coronado. He fouls this one back over the roof. And even if they were to rally and take the lead here, they could still put Tago in now and have Judy later. Some work to do, though. Another 3-2. It's outside. Back-to-back walks to start the inning. And Coronado works his way on. He was up 3-0. Comer came back with strikes. But then Coronado countered with fouls. And he ends up forcing his way on base. So here's Ryan Dent. Conventionary managing is At home, you would play for the tie, but not on the road. Revs are down 2 with 2 men on. We'll see what Mace does with Dent. Corners creep in, and he does square to bunt, and he pops it up. Foul, and it's caught by Silverio, sprinting in from third base, almost all the way to home plate. In front of Comer. Now Dotel having some fun going halfway to third. Nobody was covering second, so why not? But Dent pops up the bunt. It is caught for the first out. And now Sugarland will go to their bullpen before facing James Skelton. So that did not go as planned. 1 down. Incaviglia approaching the mound. And somebody else will ride the cart in when we come back. First and second with 1 out. Revs down 5-3. And a lot of times it's been the little things that have hurt them. Opponents get the bunts down and move runners, and the Revs have struggled to. But they'll try to do it with 1 out, trailing 5-3 when we come back.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
The Dietz and Blewett Diamond Deck at Peoples Bank Park is sponsored by Dietz and Blewett Insurance Company. Dietz and Blewett Insurance Company has been serving the York and Central PA areas for more than 10 years. Visit their new location on 2000 South Queen Street, where you'll find friendly, courteous staff who put their clients first. Google them on the web for a free quote. At Dietz and Blewett Insurance, you'll find the best rates on home, auto, health, life, and business insurance.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
It is right-hander Gene Machi who's in. They have used him a ton in this series, and the Revs have not hit him. He was in last night, scoreless 8th. He struck out Skelton last night. That's who he faces here with 2 on, 1 out, down 2 the Revs are. First pitch, a swing and a line drive right at second, throw to first, and Coronado is doubled off. A chipped bat, Skelton lines it right at second, and Martinson throws to first to double off Coronado, who had strayed too far. And on one pitch, Machi comes in and gets 2 outs. Cleans it up for Comer, who had walked the first 2 of the inning. 1 man left on base. It is stretch time here. The Revs trailing 5-3.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
The malls and the internet are filled with places that sell running gear. But where do you go for performance track and field gear, technical help, and reasonable pricing?
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes' reputation is widely known. They've been outfitting beginners to nationally ranked runners for more than 30 years, and their selection of brands and models is unmatched anywhere in Central PA. Training shoes, track spikes, specialty shoes for all field events. If Flying Feet doesn't carry it, then you probably don't need it. All this at prices that will pleasantly surprise you. Flying Feet's entire staff is knowledgeable of what you need. Beginners and pros come away from Flying Feet with the right advice and the right shoe for their needs. And that applies to the needed accessories. Replacement spike elements of all sizes, shot and discus implements, running apparel and sports tights, and Under Armour performance apparel for specialty track and field equipment and the know-how without the specialty store prices.
Flying Feet.
Just off exit 18 of I-83 on Mount Rose Avenue next to Battery Warehouse in York.
New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 989WOYK.com.
Pete Tago is the first member of the Revs to use the bullpen cart ride as he takes it in from right center around to the third base dugout. He's in the game. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. He's got his hair tied up during the day. He lets his hair down by night when he pitches. It is 5-3 Sugarland. Well, does it not seem like every time they break a bat and it hit a line drive off of it, it finds an opening? Skelton does it with two men on. It's right at the second baseman, not high enough to get over. And Coronado strayed too far off, getting a read on it, or on his secondary lead. Half the time they send a smaller bus over to pick us up, so I end up sitting next to Fletch. And the other day, we were only here for like 2 or 3 days at that point. And he said, doesn't it feel like we've been here already for a week? And the way things go in this part, yes it does, as Silverio fouls the first one off the net. Of course, then again, now we have been here for a week, but kind of felt that way after Tuesday, to be honest. Silverio 1 for 3. Pitch from Tago, high and tight. Look out. A close shave. As Silverio chuckles. One. Swinging a line drive to left center field, and that's in the gap. Going to the base of the wall, and Silverio at second. He's going to try for 3. Throw from Castillo to Dent. The relay will be late. It's a triple. And Castillo, the inexperience of being in left field, that ball hit to the gap. He stood and watched it for a minute. He didn't go after it right away. He figured Dotel would be to it, or just a mental lapse. Yeah, when you're in the infield and it's hit that far away from you, you don't have to move, but that allowed Silverio to get 3 on it. So his second triple of the series, and he continues to rake. Now here's Borenstein with the infield in. He takes a fastball for a strike. Tago the other day was sick and not available in Friday's win. Judy got the 9th. There's the 0-1, swinging a foul against the net. So they get Tago back in today. It's his first outing since Monday. He went an inning and a third that night, 2 unearned runs. Now delivers. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. He breaks off a nasty hook. And Borenstein frozen on it. 1 down here in the 7th. He wasn't ready for that. A buckler that snapped down. Tago in 6 outings, an ERA of 3, 6 innings, 4 runs, 2 earned. Here's Phipps, who backs away of a breaking ball that bends right over the plate for ball one. Got to stay with it back there. Phipps 0 for 3 in the game. Infield stays in. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball outside this time. Rest of Tago's numbers coming in. 6 innings, 3 hits, 3 walks, 8 Ks. Now the 2-0. And a fastball that narrowly missed. Up and away. Silverio at third. He's 2 for 4 today. Now hitting .429 in this series. Pitch, way outside, ball 4 to Phipps. And Tago might have been being careful with him there. First base open. Started him with a couple of breaking balls. First and third now for Jason Martinson, who's 2 for 3 with 2 infield hits. And a run scored. Now, last inning, at first glance, I thought Dent made the play on him, and then the very next hitter, Jansanti, broke the tie, and it was a 2-run homer instead. First pitch here, a curveball. It's a called strike. Well, after today, a change of scenery will not be bad. Pitch, it is swung on, hit in the air in left field. Castillo reading it, drifting along the front of the warning track. He's got it, fires in towards second though, and Silverio. Sugarland now leads it 6-3. Plenty deep in the triple, which perhaps should have only been a leadoff double. Score. Sugarland now with an insurance tally. And here is Anthony Jansanti, who has had a day at the Revs' expense. Runner at first, 2 outs. First pitch fastball over for a strike. He was 2 for 38 through his fielder's choice ground out in the second inning. Since then, 2 hits, a double, and a 2-run homer. Pitch, breaking ball, waved at and missed. His head pulling to the left as he swung there. 0-2. Tago ready. And the pitch, fastball away. Last night it was an insurance run that proved pivotal. Today a little bit bigger lead for Sugarland, 6-3. Pitch, breaking ball inside. Jansanti was backpedaling as it was released. Maybe didn't pick up the spin right away, but stayed inside off the plate. Now 2-2. Tago fires, breaking ball, and he does not get the call. My goodness. That thing looked perfect, and it's a full count. Phipps will be on the move with 2 outs. Here it is, and a swing and a pop-up foul, backing out of play. There have been 2 what looked like just outstanding hooks that Tago's thrown this inning, and Ken Leventhal back there has just stared at them. Just frozen in time. Try it again. He fires way high, and it is ball 4. So 2 on, and Albert Cordero to the plate. Grimes did not walk any. The bullpen has now walked 3 of the last 7 hitters, 3 walks in an inning and a third. Tago trying to make sure they don't score. Cordero 1 for 3. RBI single and a run back in the 5th. And the first pitch, a swing and a miss. Took some off there, a changeup, which I would think is his 3rd best pitch, but a good result. And it might not have been what Skelton wanted, because he's going to head out and discuss. They might have been mixed on signs. Now they get on the same page. That visit needs to be allowed so that somebody doesn't get hurt. Now ready. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a foul tip back to the net. Tago ahead with 2 strikes. An insurance run is home. Now time asked for by Skelton. Maybe rethought what he put down. Sac fly this inning, plating the leadoff triple. Tago trying to avoid anything else. He's set. 0-2. Breaking ball, dribbled softly to second. Casilla to his right, gets square to it toward the middle and throws on to first for the out. So Tago gets the weak ground ball to end the inning. But Sugarland puts up an insurance run, 1 hit, and 2 men left on base. We have played 7 today here in Texas. It's now Sugarland 6, York 3.
One of downtown York's gems, Revival Social Club is the place to be in York. Experience our imaginatively, globally inspired menu with everything made from scratch using fresh local products. Try our innovative, creative cocktails at happy hour, Monday through Friday from 4:30 to 6:30. Pop-up events and brunches, dinner with the family, and the perfect party venue with a private room for up to 40 people upstairs. That's Revival Social Club, 19 North George Street in York. Check us out online at revivalsocialclubyork.com.
Image 360 York is your choice for graphics that enhance, signage that works, and displays that inform. Everything from color change car wraps to vehicle wraps for your entire fleet, custom window graphic, decals and lettering, interior signage graphics and displays. Don't replace when you can reface. Call Rob and his team at 717-757-4909. That's 757-4909. Or order online at image360.com/YorkPA. It's fast, affordable, and convenient. Image 360, 2260 Industrial Highway in York.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. York.
Head of the 8th inning, we will see James Dykstra again, this time later in the game. He's on here in the 8th. They use Machi for 1 hitter, 1 pitch. He got 2 outs. The guy that they've used at the back end, Machi, they brought in with 2 men on in the 7th. maybe feeling that that was the bigger spot. And now that they have a 3-run lead, it's Dykstra for the 8th. A scoreless inning last night. Scoreless inning Thursday. Scoreless inning Tuesday. This is his 4th appearance of the series. Last night he filled a crucial role in the win. He came in with 2 men on, no outs in the 6th, allowed a single to Nash, but with the bases loaded, no outs, he got the 1-2-3 double play. And then after an intentional walk to reload the bases, another ground out to avoid any runs. The Revs never did come back. They were down 1 at that point. Here's Casilla to lead off. 2-3-4 in the order. First pitch is down low. Alexi 1 for 3. Long look in from Dykstra. He's ready. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball in. Dykstra 1 win, 1 save, no losses in 10 outings. ERA of 2. 9 innings, 2 runs, a hit per inning. 4 walks and 6 Ks. Now the 1-1 pitch. Alexi shortens up and he took a one-hand chop at it, but scrapes a foul that deflects over to the left of home plate. He faked a bunt and then ran up, and with one hand way up toward the middle of the bat, took a swing at it. That was unique even for him. He chokes up here, 1-2. And the pitch, it is down and away. If somebody wants to tell the manual scoreboard that they put up a run last inning or not, but has a 0 and still says 5-3. Whatever. Now the 2-2. Swing, and he fights it off, foul against the net. Fastball in. I've said it 3 times this week. I'll say it a 4th time. Dykstra not related to Lenny. However, the Skeeters did have one of Lenny's sons play, Luke, last year. But then there's also Dykstra and his brother Alan that have played here. Neither related to Lenny. Here's a swing and a tapper rolled right side. The first baseman, Jan Santi, leaves the bag area. Oh, boy. He flips to the pitcher covering. Dykstra is shaken up, and Casilla was clearly safe. And Mace hollers something to himself and begins the long march across the field for our first argument of this series, and maybe of the season. I don't remember him coming out much, even despite this nasty start to the year. And he makes about 150-foot walk to have some words with Chris Cervantes, and Dykstra is going to leave the game. An awkward step on first base. He will leave with their athletic trainer. He got a gift of a call for the out. Been a very, very frustrating week and an extremely frustrating start to the season. And I wonder how much longer Mace is going to keep his cool with this discussion down at first base. Pete Incaviglia probably within earshot because he's out there summoning in a new pitcher on the injury replacement. I mean, that stinks. Alexi battled to put the ball in play, hustled for what should have been a hit, to start off the inning down 3. And it really was not difficult. It was pretty obvious that his foot hit before. Dykstra didn't hit it the first time. I think the first base thought he hit it with the first step, but he didn't. And he then went back with a second step, and that's when he hurt himself. And it wasn't a good flip. Jansanti flipped it kind of behind him, which caused all that. Unbelievable. It has been par for the course, though, in this stadium. A pitching change necessitated by the injury. And we'll let you know who's in. Revs trail 6-3 with the bases empty and 1 out here in the 8th inning when we come back.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
You get in your car, and you start your car. You put the car in gear, and you go nowhere.
What the?
Because your transmission has failed, or you try and put it in gear and it makes an awful grinding noise, or you put it in gear and take off, but when it's time for the transmission to shift, the RPMs just go higher, but you aren't gaining any speed.
Dang it!
Now you've heard of the good-looking genius and the crew at Broadway Transmission, right here on the radio. But now all you have to do is go to www.broadwaytrans.com to arrange a tow right from the website, and in a flash, your vehicle is on its way to the recovery, and with the best tracked warranty in the industry. Easy financing, free towing with repairs, AAA authorized, and the most recommended family-owned transmission shop around since 1951.
Broadway Transmission will get your shift together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Right-hander Mark Lowe is the new pitcher. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. He'll get as much time as he desires. He is 1-0 with an ERA of 5 in 7 outings, 9 innings, 5 runs. He has struck out 10 and walked only 2, with 10 hits given up, including 3 home runs. Worked 2 scoreless innings here on Friday night. Did allow a home run to Talbot Nash on Tuesday afternoon, and that's who he will face whenever he says he's ready. But the Revs should have had a leadoff runner on, and instead Casillas in the dugout with 1 out. And Nash 1 for 3 today. Lowe says a couple more. It was a home run from Talbot in the 6th inning that at the time tied the game at 3, but Sugar Land got a 2-run homer in their half of the inning, and then an insurance run in the 7th, and they lead 6-3. Even though their manual scoreboard still thinks it's 5-3. They have checked out for the day. Now Lowe is ready. Nash will make his way to the plate. Mark Lowe, some of the most experience in the league this season. He's been in the bigs for at least part of 11 years. 382 games, 4.22 big league ERA with Seattle, Texas, the Angels, Indians, Seattle again, Toronto, and Detroit. Most recently in 2016 with Detroit. From the stretch, the righty's first pitch is over the outer half, a called strike. He is from Houston. Now the 0-1, swing and a pop-up. Got him on his front foot. Foul over by the Revs dugout. It will get out of play, though. And a lady who had absolutely no clue that it was nearby. It landed right next to her. As she covers her face, laughing with embarrassment. Boy, is she lucky. No balls, 2 strikes. Bunch of kids in that section end up with it. Now Low ready. He fires. And a check swing on a breaking ball in the dirt. Appeal to first. He held in time. And now somebody alerted scoreboard man or woman that their run needed added. Now the 1-2, breaking ball away. And a good eye from Nash, who recognized that one early. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now he fires, swing and a foul back over the roof. Low last pitch 2 years ago. He's making a comeback here in his home area. 2 years ago, he was at AAA with the Mariners and with the White Sox. Now something loose in the left field corner that Jabari Henry will have to go retrieve. It's like they're making use of the pool in left field today. We could not do that at the hotel this week due to the pool deck flooding with all those rains last week. Instead, we got woken up early in the morning by them repairing it. Pitch to Nash, called third strike. On the outside corner, perfect pitch from Low. And Nash frustrated as he stomps off toward the dugout. 2 down here in the 8th. And now Tejeda, who's 0 for 3. First pitch, it is swung on, driven in the air, straightaway center. Mitchell back, over his head, still turning around. He makes the grab! Running it down onto the warning track in dead center field. He turned about 3 or 4 different ways before making the over-the-shoulder grab. He pivoted. And the former LSU receiver and return man who did some of those drills on the gridiron, I'm sure, runs it down and bangs into the wall padding in dead center and robs Tejeda. Revs are down in order in the 8th. We go to the bottom half. It is 6-3 Sugarland.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day, on your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
Talking about WOYK's new FM signal, Sports Radio 98.9, and who better to check in with than a spokesperson for WOYK himself. WOYK listener Everett George joins us. Everett, what are your thoughts on the new FM signal?
Well, it's very clear, and Dan Patrick's voice sounds really authentic.
What are your favorite things to listen to on the new FM channel?
Well, naturally, it's going to be York Revolution Baseball and Dan Patrick. And I don't know the other guys yet, but, you know, it's FM and...
Well, it's the same station. It's the same programming lineup. Do you like to listen to The Herd on FM?
Yeah, he's one of my favorites, him and Dan Patrick. The Herd's, he's kind of goofy, but he's all right.
Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Bottom of the eighth, a surprise appearance today. Robert Carson gets back in the game. I didn't think we would see that in this series, but must have felt good enough. Rehabbing all week since Tuesday when he felt some bicep issues. And he didn't have anything on the ball that day. Mitchell homered. He faced the next hitter, winced after a pitch, and they had to get him out. And it was really unfortunate. Here's Rondon to lead off. First pitch from Rob is just outside. Rondon shortening. That one was 81, which is harder than he threw Tuesday. Always from the stretch. Here's the 1-0. And a swing and a fly ball to left. It sends Castillo back. He turns around, finds it, and runs it down, going onto the track. Ends up with both hands against the manual board. Everybody wants one ever since we started that. There's one down here in the eighth. My favorite picture that we ever took of that thing was when Chris Waters threw the one-hitter here in 2012. I have that image somewhere. Here's Jabari Henry, 1 for 3, 2-run homer in the fifth, also a walk. First pitch is over for a strike at 85. That's a great sign right there. Now, unfortunately, on Tuesday, they wanted Carson to go a whole inning. He deals and misses high. Everybody had to kind of move up then, and it just went off the rails. It's not his fault. It's unfortunate that it happened. Pitch is grounded down to first base. Nash has the easy hop, and he'll step on the bag. He waited to make Henry run and then tiptoed onto the base. Very happy and relieved to get Carson back this soon. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the eighth. And here's Mitchie. Jared Mitchell, who's 1 for 4 with a steal, and he made that great running grab in deep center. First pitch, high and tight. As that slipped away. Ran down Tejeda's long drive. Par for the course this visit. Here's a swing and a ground ball foul down the first base side. Now, I am by no means saying anything about the first half chances. There's still 48 games remaining after today, but let's just say the Revs are competing in the second half. They only have to come down here for 3 in the second half, and that's certainly not a bad thing. 1-1 Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball there. Carson not up to the velo that he had last season yet, but certainly hoping he'll get there. He'll probably admit that he rushed to get ready, thought he was not going to play this year, and then wanted to. 1-2, breaking ball, hit high in the air and straightaway center. Dotel going back toward left center, deep, but he's got it all the way. Makes the grab, and Robert Carson returns to the mound today with a 1-2-3 eighth inning. It's great to see. We'll go to the ninth. Last chance for the Revs, trailing at 6-3.
Hey, Revs fans, as if being a season ticket holder wasn't already awesome enough, did you know that another perk of being a season ticket holder is you get a VIP restaurant card good for deals and discounts at 6 participating restaurants? The VIP restaurant card is good at these restaurants: Venice Pizza and Restaurant, 15% off order for dine-in or take-out. Revival Social Club, 1 free dessert per person per ticket per visit. Fuddruckers, 15% off total purchase. Viet Thai, 10% off your order. Friendlies, 20% off your order. And Iron Horse York, 10% off your entire meal on home game days and $5 off entrees on non-home game days. Lock in your 2019 Rev season ticket plan today. Call 717-801-HITS or visit YorkRevolution.com. Great baseball, great fun, and a VIP restaurant card? Now that's Revs time.
Maple Donuts knows police work is tough, from mundane traffic control to accident scene response and unknown dangers. And during National Police Week, May 12th through the 18th, Maple Donuts recognizes local law enforcement officers with special chocolate iced cream-filled peanut butter cup and custard delight blue line donuts. In appreciation, Maple Donuts offers a free donut to any on-duty officer. Maple Donuts says thank you to all our brave, dedicated officers.
Maple Donuts taste right.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Well, Felipe Paulino will be going for his 3rd save of this series and 2nd in as many nights. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Sugarland up 6-3 as we go to the 9th. Paulino 3rd in the league with 5 saves. Last night gave up his first run on Melky Mesa's home run. Mesa will bat 2nd here this inning. Paulino 2-0 in 8 outings, 5 for 5 in saves. ERA is 1. 9 innings, 1 run. Last night was just the 2nd hit that he's given up. He's walked only 2 and has struck out 14. 35-year-old has been as dominant as ever to begin this season. Now here's Castillo to lead off, 2 for 3 with a run today. And the first pitch, it is swung on and missed. They've had some dominant closers here. Gary Majeski in the past. Had Jason Bergman. I believe that was 2013. There's the 0-1. Swing and a pop foul. Left side. This will get out of play. They had the lefty Derek Loop. Paulino, who set their single season saves record last year, over 30. Well, he's ready. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Fastball in, and Castillo is down on strikes. He had 33 last year. 54 in his Skeeters career alone. Here's Mesa, who's 1 for 3, 2-run homer in the 2nd inning. Now back home tomorrow night, 6:30 against the Blue Crabs. Dan Miner will start. First pitch to Malky, that's down and away. We will be on at just about game time following the Baltimore Baseball Show. More than that, though, we hope you can join us in the park tomorrow night. 1-0, swinging a well-hit ball to right center field. Mitchell after this one, and this one's out of his reach, bounding to the base of the wall, and he fumbles it. Mesa digging for 3. He's going to make it standing. Malky scampers all the way to third base, his second extra base hit today. And it is his 5th in the last 4 games. And he is really coming alive. That ball smashed, beginning in straightaway center, and then it just kept fading away from Mitchell and carrying. And he was on his horse, flung the glove outward, but this one sailed by. And Mesa at third. Here's Dotel. And it is a triple, not an error on the slight fumbled pickup. Ball low to Dotel, 1-0. He is 1 for 2 today. Single, steal, also a walk. So you have a few guys that are producing nicely but unable to piece it together with enough big innings. 1-0, swinging a bouncer to short. That'll get Mesa home. Rondon steps up to glove, and he guns to first. 2 down. RBI ground out at 6-4. Dotel picks up his 5th run batted in. Now that's what you'd like to see more of early in the game. But the Revs still need 2 more here. Coronado will come up next. Put it in play, got him home. Here's Coronado. And first pitch, a called strike. Trying to get on and get Dent to the plate as the tying run. He's on deck. 6-4 the score here in the 9th. Nice crowd on this hot Sunday afternoon. Many chilling in the shade on the first base side. Pitch is lined down the line and left, but he hooks it foul into the corner. Hit well, but it's an 0-2 count now. Revs down to their final strike. They have scored the first 2 runs against Polino that he's allowed all season, both courtesy of Mesa the last 2 games. Here's the 0-2, swinging a ground ball, rolled up the middle, diving play at second. Martinson to his feet, he throws the stretch, got him, and the game is over. And just adding insult, as that's how the series ends. It's a diving play. What else? Jason Martinson, the second baseman, diving to the backhand behind second. And he nips Coronado, steals a hit from him. And Sugar Land takes 5 of the 7. For the second straight Revs visit, in fact. Last second half when they were down here, it was 5 out of 7. Revs won the opener, but tough sledding after Monday. They got the exciting win Friday, but that's all as they come back home with just 2 wins on this trip. And trust me, that happens to a lot of teams when they come down here for an entire week, not just the Revs. But they fall today. Final score 6-4. A run in the 9th on 1 hit. Nobody left on. 6-4 is the final. Stay tuned. Post game coming up next, and then we'll get you out to final round coverage of the PGA Championship for about the next hour, presented by Heritage Hills Golf Resort. 6-4 the final here. Post game is next.
York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. Brought to you by Wolf's Bus Lines, the official transportation provider of the Revs. York Water Company, Penn State York, Wise Markets, by Fast Signs, Reinhardt Food Service, Highmark Blue Shield, Seltzer's Lebanon Bologna, East York Veterinary Center, by Bricker's Famous French Fries and Food, Penn State Hershey Children's Hospital, Brewery Products, Encompass Rehabilitation Hospital of York, Sheets, YMCA of York County, York County Food Bank, and by Martin's Potato Chips.
Remember when an app was listen only? Oh yeah, that was kind of us, wasn't it? Well, we have a new app. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores and take Sports Radio 1350 on the go like never before. Listen on the go like always, and now get easier access to archived games and programs on demand. Watch WOYK game broadcasts on YouTube and so much more. Search the new WOYK on the Apple and Google Play stores and download today. It's not just an app, it's a lifestyle. Sports Radio 1350. First in York, first in sports.
Your local York County Napa Auto Care Centers have the Napa know-how to fix your vehicle right the first time. They've also partnered with Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK for the Salute to Veterans Spotlight Series, airing throughout the York Revolution season. Show your appreciation to those who've served our nation and nominate one of our great local veterans today. All selected veterans will be recognized on radio and receive 4 free tickets to a Revs game, plus 2 tickets to the 2019 Atlantic League All-Star Game at Peoples Bank Park. To nominate, simply call the Revs at 717-801-HITS or email WOYK at info@WOYK1350.com or look for our Facebook posts with a link to the submission form. Your local York County Napa Auto Care Centers know how to care about veterans.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Wrapping things up from Texas, Revs will be back here for just 3 games in September. And they get ready for post-game Kids Run the Bases here, and we recap things today. Revs falling 6-4. York now 6-16. Tied with Southern Maryland, who they will face for the next 4, beginning at home tomorrow night. Sugar Land improves to 15-9. And I will say this, coming in today, this is before today's final results, the Revs in 9 of their first 12 games face Long Island and Somerset, the 2 teams with the best records. That was a tough way to start. Those 2 combined 29-14 entering the day. In 19 of the first 22, including this series in Texas, they have faced teams with the top 4 records, and it's pretty top-heavy. Long Island, Somerset, High Point, and Sugar Land. And those teams combined 57-31 entering play today. It is not just the Revs, it's Southern Maryland as well. Lancaster's had a dreadful start. New Britain not off to a very good start. And that's the only one of the current bottom half teams that the Revs have even played, and that was only for 3 games. So hopefully a better homestand coming up. Southern Maryland and Lancaster coming in. Hopefully things even out a bit in the standings for everybody's sake, and certainly for the Revs' sake. And some of those top teams might get picked over soon, so things change drastically throughout the course of an Atlantic League season, as we well know. But recapping today's game, York jumped in front early for the 2nd straight night, but both end up being losses, as they scored early, but not enough after that. And today it was in the 2nd inning, Henry Castillo single to right, and Melky Mesa a 2-run homer to left. And his 2nd in as many games spotted the Revs a 2-0 lead. But Connor Wade, after that home run, retired let's see, it would be 12 of his next 14 until Nash took him deep in the 6th, and meanwhile his team came back. Matthew Grimes had retired 9 straight through the 4th inning, and he was on his own great groove. But today, he honestly might have made his first 2 mistakes all season, giving up his first 2 home runs. In the 5th inning, Anthony Jansanti led off with a double. Albert Cordero immediately followed with an RBI single. That made it 2-1. A ground out advanced Cordero, and Grimes got ahead of Jabari Henry 0-2, but left one over the plate, and Henry lined his first home run in the Atlantic League out to left. He'd had 13 in the American Association last year, and that 2-run shot gave Sugar Land a 3-2 lead. In the next half inning, though, Nash at least got the tie back for the Revs as he launched one to deep left center, solo shot, his 5th this year, and 58th of his Revs career. His next will tie Nowak for 2nd on the all-time list, and that tied the game at 3-3. But in the bottom of the 6th inning, Jason Martinson reaching on an infield single with 1 out, and Jansanti then got into a 2-1 count and got a pitch to his liking. The Revs had done a pretty good job on him all series, but he came alive today and yanked a 2-run shot to deep left, and Sugar Land at that point broke the tie and had a 5-3 lead on his first of the year. That was it for Grimes, who went 5 1/3, 5 runs on 8 hits. Didn't walk any, didn't strike out any either. And he did also, I did notice him look down at his hand once or twice, and I know he's been dealing with a fingernail issue. I don't know if that would have had any impact today. He had allowed just 3 earned runs total in his first 4 starts, and his ERA right around 2.5 at the conclusion of today's game, which is still very, very good. But Jarrett Martin came in for him, got the final 2 outs of the 6th, and stranded 2 runners. In the 7th inning, though, the Revs threatening, got a pair of walks to start the inning from Kevin Comer, but then that rally just went up in smoke. Ryan Dent attempting to bunt both runners over, down by 2. He popped it up. It was caught foul. And then they brought in Gene Machi. He threw 1 pitch and got James Skelton to hit a broken bat liner to second that was caught and turned into a double play when Coronado strayed too far off the bag. And I'm telling you, it seems like the Skeeters hit these broken bat flares and they bring home 2 runs every time. The Revs hit 1, it turns into a double play. And then in the bottom of the 7th inning, Juan Silverio leading off with a triple. He would score on a sac fly from Martinson for their insurance run, which made it 6-3. That came off Tago. A bright spot was Robert Carson getting back in the 8th. He went 1-2-3 and had better velocity than he did on Tuesday when they had to pull him, so that's good. But Sugar Land's bullpen nailing it down, as they almost always do. And James Dykstra got the first out of the 8th on what looked like a bad call at first. They got Mace out for an argument. It also got Dykstra out of the game as he stepped awkwardly on first and left the game. But Mark Lowe came in, got the next 2, including Tejeda on a deep drive to center where Mitchell made a fantastic running grab going toward the batter's eye. And then in the 9th against Paulino, the Revs, the only team that has scored off of him so far this season, a run each of the last 2 games. Mesa tripling to deep center with 1 out, scoring on Dotel's ground out. But that was all she wrote today, as Sugar Land wins at 6-4, and a diving play from the second baseman Martinson on Coronado's ground ball for the final out. Final totals today. That is how this one played out. 4 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, and 4 men left for the Revs. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors, 8 men left for Sugar Land. Kevin Comer got the win. He is 1-0. Matthew Grimes the loss, 1-2. Felipe Paulino his 6th save. Time of the game, 2 hours, 54 minutes. And played today in front of 5,790 here at Constellation Field. Your Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group player of the game today. We'll go with Anthony Jansanti, who broke the tie. 2-run homer in the 6th and a big leadoff double in the 5th that started really their entire offense today. They had been scoreless until that point, and he had been 2 for 38 on the season until that point. They will be off tomorrow, and then they go to Somerset, and I'm sure they've been waiting patiently for him to get going, and that would be a big help to their lineup. Not that they need it, but he was an Atlantic League All-Star last year, and after 9 just totally silent games to start his season, he broke out here today at the Revs' expense. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scores, our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, and Somerset sweeps a doubleheader at Lancaster with a pair of 7-inning wins, 3-1 and 8-6. The Ducks take one on the chin for the second straight game, losing at home to New Britain 9-3. And High Point gets a walk-off win to beat Southern Maryland 4-3. So the standings now in the Liberty, Somerset has drawn even with Long Island for first place. High Point is 1 game back. They have won their 6th in a row, now 15-8. And New Britain's still behind, but they do close the gap a bit, now 5.5. Freedom Division, Sugarland is now 15-9, and they now lead Lancaster by 6, and both Southern Maryland and York by 8. So it was a banner day for them, the only Freedom Division team to win. And the Revs will face the Blue Crabs, both teams 6-16 heading into play tomorrow, both licking their wounds. Blue Crabs have lost 4 straight, and the Revs hoping that that's the medicine that the doctor ordered, as they will try to take advantage and get themselves on the right track. Major League games, the Cardinals and Rangers tied at 3 in the bottom of the 9th in Texas. Giants and D-backs 2-2 in the 6th inning in Arizona. The Royals have a 4-1 lead in Anaheim in the 6th inning. Pirates are up 5-0 in San Diego. That is behind Joe Musgrove, who's given up just 1 hit into the 5th inning. The Mariners lead the Twins 4-3 going to the 7th. And some finals, the Astros' 10-game winning streak was snapped as they fall at Fenway 4-3 to the Red Sox. Yankees clobber the Rays 13-5. A 7-run 6th inning at Yankee Stadium. Phillies got another homer from Bryce Harper. JT Realmuto went yard as well. They sweep the Rockies, winning 7-5 today. Orioles fall in Cleveland 10-0. Shane Bieber, his first Major League complete game, he struck out 15 in a 5-hit shutout. The A's and the Tigers, it's a 5-3 lead for Oakland in the bottom of the 7th inning. The game is suspended and will resume on September 6th as Oakland is trying to win. I want to say it's like their 16th in a row head-to-head against Detroit, maybe 15th. We'll have to wait until September. The Dodgers, an 8-3 win in Cincinnati. Hyunjin Ryu threw 7 shutout innings and has now thrown 31 straight scoreless innings. He improves to 6-1. The Marlins again shut out the Mets. 3-0 was the final. Sandy Alcantara, one of their big prospects, a complete game 2-hitter, beating Noah Syndergaard. The Brewers in 10 on a Ben Gamble home run in the 10th. And the Blue Jays a 5-2 win in Chicago against the White Sox. Vladdy Jr., the phenom, hit a home run in that one. Cubs and the Nationals coming up tonight on Sunday Night Baseball. And that is your York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, again, the final in our game, the Revs fall 6-4 in Sugarland. By the way, in the final round of the PGA Championship, where we are about to send you, Brooks Koepka he is 9 under. I'm not sure what his lead is, but he's 9 under. He is the leader, as he has been since Thursday. He's got a 3-shot lead, and coming into the final 3 holes. So we will send you there here momentarily. We'll be back with you tomorrow night. Once again, Baltimore Baseball Show at 6. And then we'll bless your eardrums beginning at 6:30. Brett and I back together as the Revs host the Blue Crabs. Daniel Miner making the start, and the Revs hoping for a big week at home. Looking forward to it. It's a hunger-free Monday presented by United Fiber and Data to benefit the York County Food Bank. And also we've got those great deals coming up the next 3 nights. Remember, you can get $5 tickets online using the promo code FLASH52. And from 5:30 to 6:30 the next 3 nights, it's happy hour, $2 Bud Lights. Can't beat that. Tickets on sale, YorkRevolution.com, 717-801-HITS, and at the Revs ticket office. Again, coming up next, PGA Championship. And then tonight at 11, the PGA Championship tonight. Our coverage of that is presented by Heritage Hills Golf Resort. Until tomorrow, Darrell Henry saying so long from Sugar Land. Once again, the final score, it's the Skeeters 6 and the Revs 4. Thanks a lot for listening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll talk to you tomorrow night at 6:30 back home in York, right here on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Thank you for listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. Catch the Revs all season on York's only place for local sports. Tune in 20 minutes before first pitch for a trip to the clubhouse with player interviews and the manager, Mark Mason, every game. Listen throughout the day for the Revs Report and check out 98.9 WOYK.com for highlights and features on York's pro team. York Revolution Baseball all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Now we return to our regularly scheduled programming already in progress on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.